of a blizzard here. Here's Leon trying to take down his tent. There's my tent actually falling over. My trousers are falling down. This is a serious situation.
It was about a week after we set off, which was in mid-November, and the temperature was about -10 when we set off, but within a week it dipped into kind of the -20s, and then these ferocious snowstorms came in, which makes it even colder, so pretty chilly.
Yeah. How far away were you from the nearest sort of outpost at your most distant point?
There we were about a week in both directions, a week of walking away, so that was about 100 miles in either direction. It was empty desert, but amazingly there are people who live out there, the Mongolian nomads, in their little ger tents with their flocks of camels and goats, and as we walked every 2 or 3 days we would meet these nomads, and often they'd invite us in out of the freezing cold and we'd have a cup of tea and they'd look after us.
And so you chose to walk from Mongolia to Hong Kong. Why?
Well, it's a great question. I think there are a few different reasons. I think one reason is I love just learning about the world, and the best way to do that is to travel across it at ground level, so either walking or on bicycle. And I also love giving myself big tests and challenges, so that really kind of makes me feel alive. And I also raise money on these trips for a really strategic children's charity called Viva. So there's sort of 3 parallel reasons.
When you're walking through a country, you really do get a sense of what it's like, because you pass through so slowly that you pick up on everything. And people in China must have been rather surprised to see you, weren't they?
Yes, it was a really wonderful experience actually to cross China, you know, this massive ancient kingdom which has been around for thousands and thousands of years. And often I think we see the coastline of China and all the big cities, but I wanted to see what's the heart of China like at ground level. And by walking, we saw the landscapes, and we had times walking along the Great Wall, down the Yellow River, but we also meet the people, and the people are a bit surprised to see you off the beaten track, but then often after a couple of minutes of explaining what you're doing, they really welcome you in and look after you.